This video is going to go over sample experiment SE1 LTE CISO using SRS RAN with vehicles. If you have not watched the previous video that went over this experiment without vehicles, it is recommended that you do so now. On the screen, you can see in the top left that we have the previous fixed node. In the top right and bottom right, we have two terminals for the portable node, and in the bottom left, we have the OEO console. The fixed node is not a vehicle, so we do not need to make any modifications to this. On the portable node, we will navigate to the vehicle folder and copy the start pre-planned trajectory script into the start vehicle script. Now we can go back to the root directory and modify the start experiment script to use this new start vehicle script. Now we are ready to start the experiment. First, we will go to the OEO console and start OEO console. Next, let's start the fixed node. We will again use screen to see the output of the eNode B. Now we will start the portable node and again use screen to see the output of the UE. Now let's use the second terminal in order to see the screen used for the vehicle. In the OEO console, we will use the portable node number, which is 3 in this case, followed by ARM in order to begin the flight. After a few moments, we can see from the OEO console that we are gaining altitude, indicating that the flight has begun. We can see in the second terminal for the portable node when it arrives at any given node and what node it is beginning to travel to. In this case, it just arrived at waypoint 3 and is heading to waypoint 4. We can also see that as it moves further away, that we appear to be encountering more disconnects than previously. As we begin to get closer to the end of the flight, we can see that the disconnects appear to be happening less often. This particular trajectory has a total of 11 waypoints, and we can see in the OEO console that the altitude is descending and we're in the land mode. At this point, we can use Control-AD to close down the screen and stop the experiments. Let's take a look at the results from this experiment. Here towards the bottom, the UAV was closest to the base station near the end, and we can see that some of the values seem to be a little bit higher, and we see some less disconnects than we had during the middle of the experiment. As we scroll upwards towards the middle of the experiment, we can see that there were plenty of disconnects, and the SNR appears to be a bit lower, along with the RSRP also being much lower. Here we can see that this is the beginning half of the flight because the RSRP values are beginning to improve again.